When you think of motorcycle, maybe your mind goes to Harley Davidson in America, or Yamaha in Japan, or Ducati in Italy. But the truth is, the future of motorcycle doesn't belong to the West. It belongs to India, a country once known for crowded streets, affordable commuter bikes, and endless scooter, is now on the path to become the motorcycle capital of the world. But how did India get here, and how will it dominate the motorcycle industry across the globe? I have a quick question for you. What do you think will be the most sold motorcycle? The most sold motorcycle ever is Honda Club. First launched in 1958 by Honda, over 100 million units sold worldwide. A Guinness Book World Record, still in production today, making it not just the best-selling motorcycle, but also the best-selling motor vehicle in history. Popular in Europe, Asia, and even the US, because it's cheap, durable, fuel efficient, and easy to ride. Do you know what is the second most selling motorcycle ever? Why did I include the Honda? Well, let me tell you. 87% of the people use their motorcycle to commute and fulfill their needs. Unlike in some countries from America and Europe, where it's a hobby and sports. Hence, they don't need a 1000cc motorcycle. They need a bike like Honda Super Cub or Hero Splendor, the bikes the Indian brands are known for. And you can see how strong really the Indian brands are. So India is already the largest two-wheeler manufacturer in the world. Every year, over 20 million motorcycles and scooters are produced here. It's more than United States and Europe combined. Companies like Hero MotoCorp, Bajaj, TVS, and Royal Enfield dominate the roads. These aren't just brands, they are household names. And what fuels this? Sheer demand. When most families can't afford cars, motorcycles are the beating heart of mobility. Cheap to buy, cheap to maintain, and built to survive. But India's story doesn't end at home. It's already spreading beyond its border. Look at these awesome bikes built by India. Bajaj and TVS now export to more than 70 countries, from Africa to Latin America, from Nepal to Indonesia. Royal Enfield, once a niche brand in India, it now sells more motorcycles abroad than it does at home. In London, New York, Paris, Enfield riders gather not just for transport, but for identity. Why do these motorcycles succeed globally? Because India cracked the formula, affordability plus durability. Where a European bike costs a fortune and an Indian bike delivers 80% of the experience at half the price. This is how the dominance begins. Not with luxury, but with scale. KTM by mid-2000 was struggling, sales were shrinking, costs were high, and the company had piled up debt. Competing against a giant like Honda and Yamaha, KTM simply didn't have the scale to survive. But that's when Bajaj Auto stepped in 2007. Bajaj bought into KTM, and today it directly controls nearly 37.5% of the company through PL Bajaj AG, which now owns about 75% of the KTM parent group. To keep KTM alive, Bajaj has committed an 800 million rescue package, including 200 million already infused. The real breakthrough came when production of the smaller KTM and RC shifted to Bajaj's Jharkhand plant in India. Suddenly, KTM had affordability, export-ready performance bike, sales rebounded, and by 2012 KTM had even overtaken BMW in global numbers. From debt to decline to becoming global powerhouse, KTM was saved by India. The world is shifting, the age of petrol is fading, and electric is rising. This is where India's greatest opportunity lies. Startups like Ola Electric and Ather Energy, alongside giants like TVS, are racing to build affordable scooters and motorcycles. In Western countries, Electrical bikes are expensive. In China, they are cheap but lack identity. India sits in the middle, combining low cost with style and reliability. If India can master the affordable EV motorcycle, it will not just dominate Asia, it will also control the two-wheeler market. But India's rise isn't only about commuter, it's also about aspiration. Royal Enfield has proven that Indian motorcycle can be more than transport. They can be lifestyle, they can be the cult. Think about it. A Harley costs $20,000. A Royal Enfield costs less than half and still gives the raw powerful touring experience. If India continues building mid-capacity motorcycles in the 250 to 650 cc range, bikes that are big enough for Europe, stylish enough for America, but still affordable, this is where India could rival not just Japan, but even the icons of the West. And let's not forget India's secret weapon, cost and technology. It's cheaper to build a motorcycle in India than almost anywhere else. Labor, supply chain, component, all aligned to keep prices low. But more importantly, the future of motorcycle isn't just engine, it's software, navigation, connectivity, smart dashboard, AI driven safety. India is home to one of the strongest IT industry in the world, and that gives its motorcycle a unique advantage. Low cost high tech mobility. The Indian government knows this and it's pushing hard. With the PLI scheme, EV subsidies, and global export policy, New Delhi wants motorcycle to not just be India's pride, but India's export to the world. Infrastructure is being built, factories are scaling, battery plants are rising, and slowly India's motorcycle industry is turning into something bigger, a global force of mobility. So, how will India dominate the motorcycle industry? Through numbers, affordability, export, EV, innovation, lifestyle, branding, and technology. It won't win by building the fastest bike, but by building the bike that the world actually needs. The next time you see a motorcycle in Africa, Europe, or America, don't be surprised if it says made in India. Because India isn't just riding into future, it's leading it. Do you think India can truly beat the Japan and European motorcycle? Comment your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe for more.